We are live. We are live. Here we go. James Dan from Inner Anthem. How are you today? Are you having an amazing day? I hope you are. This Inner Anthem Insights is all about how you spend your time, because I can predict something based upon how you spend your time. There's two things I'm going to talk about here today, and these are things that I have observed myself. I've been very aware of how I've spent my time, and often I've spent my time not to the greatest effect in the past, which has caused delays of certain things. So I wanted to go through this today based upon my insights so that it will help you spend your time in the best way that you can, and also so that you become more aware of yourself. Does that sound good? So the first thing that spending your time indicates is what your values are. What your values are. Now, your values are the things that you value, of course, in life, the things that you feel are most important to you. So quite obviously, if you are spending your time on certain things, that would indicate, not always the case, but that would indicate that those things are important to you. So the person who values health might be spending their time in the gym, or spending their time cooking healthy meals, for example. The person who values travel will be going abroad on holidays a lot of the time, or looking through travel brochures, etc. So where you spend your time, how you spend your time, and what you're doing, that indicates your values. It might be that you have values to do with relationships or family. Wealth building might be a value for you. Like I say, it might be travel. It might be a certain occupation, a certain role. There's lots and lots of values that you could have. These are just the things that light you up, the things that are most important to you. Sometimes our values come from when we've lost something. So if, for example, again, you've lost your health, you've got some kind of disease or something like that, then you would value health to try and get yourself out of that health problem. Okay, so hopefully you would spend time on that. So it's useful, because what you can then do is you can look at how you spend your time, and you can sort of work out maybe what your values are. And then you kind of think, well, do you know what? I don't want that to be one of my values. I want this to be my highest value. We'll start shifting your time towards that. So that's the first thing that I wanted to mention today. The second thing is that how you spend your time, or what you spend your time on or in or doing, often indicates your mindset. It indicates things such as your beliefs and your fears. Let me give you an example. Are you someone that knows, here we go, Simon, let's just see what Simon has to say. It's so relevant to me at this time of my life or career. Hi, Simon, by the way, huge steps in a new business. Oh, brilliant. Health, family, house. Talking about values, very relevant. Thank you. Thank you. Brilliant. So how about this? Now, I can certainly relate to this. Have you ever known that you probably should be doing something? Maybe an example of business. You should be doing something. You should be making those client calls, or you should be doing that video, that Facebook Live, something like that, and yet you're not. So you might be doing something instead like tidying the office, tidying the room. You might be doing something like spending ages designing some PDF or logo or something like that. You spend a really long time designing it, and you know that you should actually be doing something else that might take you those steps further in what you want to achieve in your career, in your business, in your life, whatever it is, or in that relationship, whatever it is. But instead, you're doing something else. Now, this can indicate that you've got some fears going on there, or that you have certain beliefs such as, it isn't going to work for me, or people don't like me. If I do that Facebook Live, I do that video, people won't like it, and I'll get criticized and I'll get rejected. You know, maybe that's something. So instead of doing what you feel you kind of should be doing, really, instead you're doing those easy things. Now, I can relate to this. on many of occasions, a lot of occasions. So I sometimes have to stop myself. I have to become aware of it, aware of what that little voice is saying in my head, and then do something about it. And sometimes, again, it's going back to that first thing about values and saying, well, what do I value the most here? If you value something like the money, the wealth creation, the business, getting out there and doing something, and you're spending ages just tweaking a few bits, designing something, and that's not what you really want to do, then something's a little bit wrong there, isn't it? Okay. So I hope that helps you today. Thank you, Simon, for commenting. If you've got any other comments, do let me know. If you're watching this on Facebook or live replay, or you're watching on YouTube later on, do let me know. Has this got you to think about how you're spending your time? So really look at how you're spending your time and start to get an awareness of maybe what's going on in your head, and are you utilizing your time effectively or not? My name's James Dan from Inner Anthem. You have a great day, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Bye for now.